chairman of the House Energy Commerce Committee, Congressman Fred Upton. Congressman, let me turn to, first of all, the subpoenas that you voted on this morning. What was the tipping point in the inquiries with the White House that led you to the subpoenas?
Well, you know what? We've tried to get the information from the start, and it really this is not something that we really wanted to get to. We started this last February. It seems like we've been trying to extract teeth without anesthesia in terms of trying to get the right documents from whoever it is. And after getting a couple letters from the administration earlier this fall, we just said, you know, enough's enough. We want to get to the information. Part of our role is to find out exactly, precisely what went wrong. We lost $500 million of taxpayer money. 1,100 people are out of a job. It looks like maybe 2 of the first 4 projects that were approved now have gone belly up. And documents that were sent over last night, it looked like they were still trying to restructure the loan even days before they ran out of cash last August. And, you know, enough's enough. And so we had a number of telephone discussions, really empty promises in terms of what went on. And at the end of the day, we had to pull the trigger and we had to say, look, we want the information. And we approved it today in the subcommittee led by Cliff Stearns.
You and I haven't had an opportunity to talk since the White House announced a quote-unquote independent investigation of the loan program. What is your reaction to that effort on the part of the White House?
You know, it's long overdue. I worked in the Reagan administration. I know if you watch any administration, when they have a bad story, and let's say that this is like the worst story you want to get it over and done with. You want to get through the process and you want to move on to something else. By not having the documents come up to us, by doing this drip, 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 really for the last 6, 8, 9 months, this story is still there. It's too bad. We should have gotten the information right away so that we could go back and correct what's going on. And, you know, this process that they announced last week, should have done that a long time ago, but why is it that we're still learning information? I mean, the documents last night that were produced show that they were still trying to bail this company out, even for, I guess, a second or third time when they, in fact, didn't have the resources to go forward.
Right up to within 2 months of pulling the pin on the company.
Yeah, and we also know that when they restructured the loan, the federal government was put at the end of the line.
Right.
So after all the private folks get their money back, the federal government ends up with nothing. Specifically, as you know, against the law.
Absolutely. Well, Congressman, we look forward to continuing to watch your investigation. We appreciate you being with us. We thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks, Lou.
And I don't have to